haven't even had a cup of coffee. I'm doing my best.
Yeah, no, it's early morning here at the AC tournament, about to start. Got Dan Chandler with the Minnesota Storm here. Got a good group of kids here. How many of the Storm guys are wrestling this week?
We have 9 wrestlers this week.
So that'll keep you pretty busy. Obviously, some of your top guys too, right?
Yeah, Jordan Holmes, our only guy we're missing. Actually, we're missing Wechter and Lehman too, so we're missing 3 of our better guys. But Jake Fisher's here, Andy Bisick, Joe Rao. So we've got some of our top guys here.
Now, you guys started an international tournament in December last year, the Minnesota Storm. It's the Holiday Cup, right?
Correct, the Storm Holiday Cup.
And you got it started, had some good athletes, but you guys expecting some growth this year now that people know about it?
Yeah. We're expecting quite a bit better turnout this year. We have prize money for the first time. Last year we gave away some knickknacks for the top 3, but this year we have prize money, outstanding wrestler money. So we're expecting a much better turnout, and the feedback has been better. So we're expecting more people.
Now you do all 3 styles, but actually this year you added a 4th, women's Greco. Talk a little bit about that, and what kind of feedback are you getting? Any from the women?
The women love it. I mean, they're excited about it. They all want to try it. I'm not sure what the turnout will be, but we thought we'd give it a try. When they first started women's wrestling back in the late 70s in Scandinavia, it was all Greco for women, and so I was surprised when at the first World Championships, the women's style was freestyle, because the women's Greco was really fun to watch. So we'll see what happens, and I'm getting good response from the ladies here. A lot of them want to try it.
So they might go up to the freestyle women's event and then also enter Greco, like double up here?
There's no second day weigh-in, so you weigh in once for both styles.
Oh,
so I think that's a good feature.
And you got some shirts you're handing out for the women that say Greco on it, right?
Yeah, women's Greco, and it's got our Holiday Cup logo on the back. So we're trying to do a social media campaign. We're going to do a little sound bite so all the women can say something about Greco, and then leading up to the tournament, we'll put out 1 or 2 a day on Facebook.
Now you've kind of added to your staple up there of athletes. Last year you had a good group there. So is Greco still real healthy there in Minneapolis and with the Minnesota group?
Yeah, our juniors program is strong. We took second in cadet and junior Greco last year to a really good Illinois group. And we've got, after the collegiate season's over, we have about 12 to 14 guys in our room wrestling Greco every day.
That's awesome. Now, your thoughts of the rules of wrestling in Greco now? You've seen the changes this spring. Is it a better sport for fans and for athletes?
Yes. Yeah, the World Championships were fantastic. It was like the old days when guys were really wrestling and instead of waiting for that 30-second period at the end to try and score. So we saw some great matches. It's also better adaptively for collegiate wrestlers to come over to Greco, because conditioning is more of a factor than it was before. Right. So I think it was very healthy for Greco in the United States.
So had a Minnesota Storm guy that went to the Olympics, Chaz Betts. He's going down to work with the WWE. Your thoughts about that? I hear that was something he always wanted to do as a kid.
Yeah, Chaz went to some, a lot of kids go to summer camp where they go canoeing and camping out. He went to a summer camp where he learned how to be a pro wrestler when he was about 11 or 12. So, but we have a history, Vern Gagne was an NCAA champion. He went into pro wrestling. Brad Reingens was an Olympic team member and a world medalist. He went into pro wrestling. And Jim Raski, who was Baron, he was a very prominent collegiate and international wrestler. He won a medal in Greco-Roman also. Went into pro wrestling, and so Chaz he's fired up about it, so I'm happy for him.
He's not as big as some of those guys. Is he going to beef up a little bit, or just kind of use his technique?
Yeah, it's surprising. There's a lot of really dynamic big guys in pro wrestling, but there's a history of smaller guys too.
Yeah.
So Chaz will be fine with his size.
Well, anyway, I appreciate you bringing such a good group here, and we'll do everything we can to hype the cup this year. Prize money and women's Greco. Sounds great.
Holiday Storm Cup, December 21st.
Awesome. Thanks.